Do 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 do. Refresh a couple times. Come on, I want the blimmin' chat up. Boop. There I am. You can see me. You heard the Discord sound. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. Hello everybody. We're back to do some more Rogue Trader. I'm looking forward to this because I'm interested to see if there's maybe a couple of unique enemies here. Because we're going into the Homunculi's lab. And I feel like it's not just going to be Dark Eldar there. Like, it feels like there should be, like abominations or something. And I'm hoping we get to see more than just like the Chimera or like a grotesque. Like, I want more stuff. I want unique stuff. But I don't feel like there's a chance we don't get that, 50-50. Anyway, this is going to be quite interesting. We had to bring Idara. We had to bring the unsanctioned Psycho, which was a shame. But she's looking for a door. And I'm kind of hoping that if there might be a decision where like she's maybe weaker, but the door means that she no longer summons demons randomly when she casts the spell. You know? That would be cool. It's kind of she's kind of dead weight in the group while we have her in it, but I also had to kind of do her story thing, right? I'm not just gonna leave it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. My guess is that the door is gonna be whatever that device, or at least a version of what that device we saw on Chimera was, that seems to have like a work like a blank does for psychic powers and just sort of like repel them or weaken them. Seeing as it works on a blimmin' Farseer, I'm guessing it can work on almost anything. I mean, in terms of like psychic powers that are comparable to a Farseer, like it's only stuff like Greater Demons of Tzeentch, the Emperor, maybe Malcador. Like the proper top tiers are the only things that are better than a Farseer. Obviously, named Farseers are probably better as well, but that's a whole other thing, right? That's a whole other thing. Can we wait a couple minutes? Because I kind of want to start on 7 o'clock instead of like, a couple minutes later. Also, it's always good to give a couple minutes before we start. Honestly, I could see myself playing through this game again. I think there's some decisions and there's a load of companions that I kind of wish I brought with me and like sort of molded around what I needed. Because it's all well and good like adding new members now, but like each of the members have such a big part that like it's really obvious when I'm missing one of them, right? For example, Pascal, I'm horrendous at Medicae and tech skill without him. And there's really nothing I can do about that unless I get Pascal back. But I haven't structured him in the right way for actually like fighting, it seems. You can put down those things, like those like areas that like are good, but like that's it. And I don't think that that's good enough because he's not very good in combat. My problem might be that I kept him in that armor for too long, but it just seemed decent. The increase armor based on, what is it, the reject the flesh stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. If I'm being honest, keeping a flex shot, let me try and say that again. Keeping a flex slot, there, flex slot is not bad, right? Keeping a flex slot so that like if I need a companion for a companion quest, if there's somebody I'm like I have to bring them, having them there is not bad. if I had to fill that with a permanent slot, I wouldn't put Jay. I tried her and it felt like there was too much of an overlap between her and Cassia. I imagine I could build her to not be overlapping with Cassia, but I'm not at the moment. I wouldn't bring that Dark Eldar. One, he's dead on my game, but two, I just don't think he's very powerful. I'm sure you can build him to be quite powerful, but I didn't rate it that highly. I was talking to my friend about the Space Marine, who I thought was quite good, and I know since last time they played had been buffed a bit, but there is a problem with equipment. I don't know if they've solved that, where like they can't use a vast majority of stuff. You have to go out of your way to find equipment that can work for them, which might become a problem later, which is why I'm a bit hesitant to put him in the definite final slot. I didn't really understand the Psyker guy, the interrogator guy. I don't think I'd put him in there. It might just be Pascal again. Is this me finding out that my actual person I want in that slot is just Pascal? It might be, honestly. I might give him that like exploding flamer that I have on Argenta as like an offhand weapon. Axe on the other hand, maybe. Right. S? I think it's S. No? P? L. What was the change how they're like oriented? N. We don't want this person there. I don't know why it's thought this was the right combo in any capacity. Like it's obviously you want these people at the back. You probably want them like this. Yeah, sure, that's fine, right? There. I really worry that we don't have a front line. But there's not much I can do about this. You know, for it being a lab for the... Look at this. Just blow it up.
I better myself through my service.
For being an homunculi lab, looks very Imperium. Let's go deeper. We need to go deeper. Okay, well, I wasn't planning on just leaving right now.
Nothing escapes me.
I feel my age when fighting alongside such young warriors.
Such young warriors.
Indeed. While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking, far more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, you probably shouldn't have said it like that. I thought that the little conversation was going to be the Eldar going, you have no blimmin' idea. Logic? Yeah, let's use one of these.
I'll learn from this mistake.
Scarlet, foreboding signs. Okay. So, yeah, I miss having Pascal. What's this? What? Okay. You reckon I can take a shot on them?
You interrupted my thoughts.
Like, no. Okay, let's try. Let's try moving up a bit more.
Rise to the top.
Nope. Okay.
You don't belong in this galaxy.
I mean, it does very much feel like I have the advantage here. No, Adara. I forgot that you existed again. I'm gonna take here. Ablard, can you? Nope, you can't. Okay, I'll take here. Ablard, you can take here. Argenta, you stay back. Because I couldn't shoot them from there, they can't shoot me. That's my logic. And then Cassia, go hide behind this. Yeah, that's probably fine. Idara, what can you do? Not much without summoning a blimmin' abomination. I mean, I could move her up to here.
They who discern the future own the battlefield.
What do I want? I could do this. What's this? Whenever the last until the start, then all allies gain dodge. No. What's this? Okay. Psychic Shriek. I guess I could kill this guy. Sure.
Always be.
I'm going to be really reckless with her abilities. And the reasoning behind it is because I find it funny. I actually think that it's not a problem now if I get attacked by like demons or anything. I wonder if they'd attack.
Anything else?
I wonder if they'd attack the other enemies here. That'd be interesting. Blind this guy.
Was it you? Or
It worked? It worked! He's blimmin' blinded. Good on you, Idara. Okay. None of those hit? How can you move? You're blinded. That's stupid. I guess you can't take shot. Is that the logic?
can I fall back now?
Who do I want to give a buff to? I could take a pot shot. It's probably the best if I take a pot shot. Ooh, actually, how many people's turns? Yeah, we don't want Argentus to get shot. I'll take a
If
pot
I
shot.
may,
I was gonna have
Me.
Argenta move up and
if
take
you
a couple
insist,
shots,
Lord Captain.
but I don't think it's worth it.
I am a navigator,
Not a servitor. Oh yeah, this is Ablard. Oh. I always make that mistake. Can Ablard take a cool couple shots? He can. He actually can take a decent amount of shots here. Do it. Okay. Well, I mean, you did something. I guess that's something. Sorry, Cassia. This is 100% my fault. It's not on you. But, there's a part of me that kind of wants to blame you. There's a ladder right there. That makes sense. Nice. I love it when they kill their own guys. Who can I shoot from here? Nobody. Well, nobody that really matters. I could kill that guy. Do I want to just like trophy up this guy
I am not your Xenos pet monkey.
and then immediately kill him?
If I must, I'll deal death with my hands.
That seems like it was good. Put another one of these in it.
Xenos pet monkey.
Then we'll do the Pull the Bowl, because it gives me 9 damage. And we'll do this as well, why not?
Your intent.
Piercing shot. Who do I shoot though? I guess this guy, he's
If
the
it
most
serves your
pressing threat.
cause. Fortune favors
I wonder
the
if they can
swift.
take the ladder. I doubt they can take the ladder, right?
This tedium is beneath me.
Oh, well, Argenta.
Rejoice
Oh, bullet.
in
Oh,
battle.
buddy, old pal. Can you, like, move to, like, here?
I'll do it.
Like this? That seems important.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Faith without deeds is worthless. I've unleashed
Justice
your
for the
fury.
weak.
What are you? If I have a look at you, what are you? Can't really see from that picture. What about you? Are you just like an apprentice homunculi? Or are you like an experiment that went wrong?
As the Emperor commands,
I mean, it doesn't
I
matter.
act.
You're gonna die the same way that they all do. But still,
I'll do it.
run and gun, but not actually run and gun. Kill off this guy.
is a prayer.
You know what? Firearm mastery. Or this. Probably
In thy
this.
light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Take this. Bunch more shots. Okay. You know, it could have gone better.
Without deeds is worthless.
But also, I don't think it went that badly. Hey, Cassia. You're gonna buff
I'm
her.
afraid not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
I wouldn't want to buff her either.
I'm
Yeah,
not
sure.
accustomed to being ordered around.
I don't think there's really anything else you need to do. Wilbur? Are you gonna join the fight? You are.
This could be an opportunity.
Wait, what did I see? What could be an opportunity? It's probably not important.
On
Do
it.
this. We're gonna do this.
You should have thought twice
Look how
before
much damage
crossing
that
me.
does! Look at that! Do this. And you know what? Now that we've done all of that, I want to actually check what he's got on him. Here's the armor, destroyer, natural armor. If he has less than, he only has 25% armor. Okay. I don't particularly think that this dude is powerful, if I'm being honest.
I'll see to it personally.
I think if I was smarter, I probably could have killed him.
It's as good as done.
And even without being smart, I think I can do a lot of damage to him. Ablard, do you block this door? I think... Let's see if I can get anyone in my taunt. No. You're gonna move down to here.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
No, okay, we're gonna move you to here. That's stupid, but okay. Do this. Get both of them. Defensive stance.
I will
Endure.
do my duty.
Bulwark. You know what? I
It
need a
will
bit
be
more
done.
motivation. And then we're going to just do this. Oh, I can't do it on him. What a shame. Never mind. You're just gonna sit there. Wait, did Ablard have a... Ablard? You do have... Oh, that's a problem. You can't retaliate with that thing. Sensory deprivation.
Anything is?
Wait, that's literally what Cassia had on her. Isn't it?
On it.
Isn't that literally what they put Cassia in, like an extreme version of?
But of course. What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Rebound, Heralds of the War. It didn't summon a demon. No. Okay, she just got a Perils. That's fine. Yeah.
Was that you? Or
You know what? You know what? Sure. You're gonna put this here. And then, yeah, and your turn. Come on, Ablard, tank it. Oh, it just decided to do that attack instead. Okay. I mean, it's doing 1 damage, so it could be worse. Owie. Yes.
Chance.
Yes. Well, Cassia, yeah, I mean, not much I can say other than you kind of aren't even needed because of how powerful we are. I mean, for goodness sake, look at this.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Right, you're gonna move to about
I'll do
here.
it.
Reckon you can get a shot off like this? You can and not hit Ablard somehow. That's insane. The fact that you can do
Douse
this is
the
insane.
weak. This is why I was chosen.
And then another shot. Let's
I'll
do
do it.
another shot. It's a shame that she doesn't have the damage she used to have. But I don't know why she doesn't have the damage she used to have. I don't feel like she's particularly weaker.
I'll paint your death in colors.
I guess the armor's a bit of a problem.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Hey, look at that. 10 to 15.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Faith without deeds is indeed worthless.
As
Sure.
the Emperor commands, I act. This is why I was chosen.
You reckon it's the weapon? You reckon I need a different weapon?
I'll do it.
I'll have a double check to see if I have a different weapon I was using before. But I don't think there was.
Doubt is for the weak.
I think this was the best we had. I seem to remember using the Imperial Pride before.
As the Emperor commands,
But I will
act.
check.
This is why I was chosen.
Because on the flip side, I remember doing a lot of damage to stuff like this.
I'll do it.
Before.
With you, my Emperor.
What is this Hand of a Villain or whatever? Is that a thing that I have? Is it a thing he has? This. Oh, it enrages them. What does this actually do? Ooh, that's huge. Fucking hell. No? Okay. Take another
Faith
shot.
without deeds is worthless.
And then... Oh, I should have done this, actually.
I'll do it.
Well, you know what they say about hindsight. You should have blimmin' seen it. Yeah, let's just put a couple buffs on Ablard, because he is taking damage against this thing.
If I
Not a
may,
huge amount of damage, mind you, but some damage.
High momentum.
Every time I choose something for her to shoot at, it's always dead before she gets a chance. Now, admittedly, that is 100% my fault. I mean, why can't I choose him as my target? I move to here.
I approach the designated position.
Can I choose him as my target?
If it
I
serves
can.
your cause.
Okay, this makes it a bit more interesting. We're going to... Let's just take a pot shot at this guy.
I am not your Xenos pet. Ancestors guide me.
Let's pull the bolt.
If I must.
And we're going to... What does this specifically do? Increases the effective range and hit chance. Now, I have a 95 either way, so it's not a problem.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
I swear to God, the absolutely evil blimmin' guy didn't call me a monkey. Please learn how to not call me a monkey.
As the
Do
Emperor
you reckon I can knock him
commands,
down?
I act. This is what I dedicated.
I think he was knocked down before that hit. I think he honestly was. Bunch of shuriken pistols, but they're upgraded. But I don't think that matters because the only people who are using them
Always
don't care
keep your
about
eye on
that.
the price. Just as I planned.
Oh. Would that have happened if I had succeeded on the other check, you reckon? Okay, Argenta, I need to have a look at the weapons again, because I want to just double check that you don't have there isn't a better weapon for you. I'm still surprised that this bolter... I guess this heavy bolter... Is it just worse? And this is plus 4 damage. As well. Like, it's supposed to be a really decent weapon. But this does more damage. How does that make any sense? I guess the penetration on this is higher. Just want to do a quick check to see where I haven't missed a weapon that she was using. No, I guess I just had rose tinted glasses for what damage she did. I guess I just assumed she did more. Damn. What about you? Is this hammer better? Why is that green? Like that doesn't seem like it should be green. This does decently more damage. Just a quick check on me for melee weapons. Yeah, these are all better. And there's no way there's something going to be down there that's better. This is a really good weapon. It's a proper, like, berserking weapon, it seems. Like, look at the health thing. Like, if you're below 50% health, you get, like, more damage. That seems pretty useful. Not for me, but for, like, in general. I want to just double check. This does more damage. I guess it's less shots. I don't know, it's a bit iffy there. I'm not 100% sure I agree with how they're doing stuff here. Where was that weapon I was looking at before? This. I'm giving that a lot. I like the idea of him a bolter and a hand flamer. Kind of a cool combo. Bunch of upgraded shuriken pistols again. Okay. I don't understand the logic behind them.
Oh, too hard for a simple
I
monkey.
always keep my options open.
You got the thing wrong. Why are you saying for a simple monkey when you're the one who got it wrong?
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Closer. What? Yes, 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 my sweet whispers. You just guide me. Oh, there's a bunch of loot I missed. Sorry, we're going back.
Compared to naval service, that was barely a
I
challenge.
always have a backup plan.
Where is it? Where's the stuff? Oh, it's in that room. Can I get in that room? If I move up to
Let
here,
us not dawdle.
is there just like a... Okay, no. So there is a whole area here.
This is intriguing.
I mean, this feels like I need to do this, right? I need to check, see if there's anything down here. Wait, did I not go this way? Oh, I definitely did.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, there's a door. Ah,
My warp sight reveals something.
warp site?
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Rise to the top or get left. Oh, Jesus. Get the life out of me there, Argenta.
Join me in prayer. Duty prevails.
Argenta, you saw that
Always
there was
keep your
a
eye on the prize.
there was a thing there.
What
somebody
do we
w-
have here?
Somebody would have pointed it out, and you still
When the
did that.
faithful are idle, heresy grows.
I
Blessed
wonder
be
if
the
this
road that
could
we
be
take.
law. But you know what they missed? You know it's useless. They missed.
The Emperor favors me today.
I hate this new strategy they're doing where they'll trick you by like hiding, making it like borderline impossible to get past the traps. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's the right thing to do. Ooh, Torx Flamer, that's kind of cool. Maybe I want that on the on Argenta as an offhand. It's a really cool bit of equipment.
This could be an opportunity.
I
Argenta,
woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
what's
A
the...
child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
I mean, that sounds like you just dreamt of somebody's absolute slaughter. I understand what you are, and I
Is
respect
there money
that.
to be made?
That is not a thing you should be telling people. Mainly just because, like, telling people about your dreams, generally, most of them are
I
only
always
interesting
keep my
towards
options
you.
open.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer. Almost there is the stream, no way, who cares? Yes, let's... Yes, it's to the right.
I always
Now-
have a backup
Oh,
plan.
oh, I got it right. I actually was ready to about to say I'm not very good with my left and right. Adara stares intently at the solid wall in front of her, shifting from foot to foot and biting her nails. The wall looks like an ordinary plasteel and rockweed surface, no different from any others here. Lord Captain, this is it. The place for my visions. Even the scratches on the walls are the same, except for one thing. She points at the wall. That's where the door is supposed to be. The one I keep opening in my dreams every night. I've seen this moment so many times, it feels more real to me than I am. My visions couldn't have lied to me. Then you should trust your feelings. Go ahead and try to open it. Open a door that doesn't exist? Ha, the things you say sometimes, Lord Captain. Well, it wouldn't be the strangest thing we've done. Oh, what have I got to lose? Here goes. So they use the word warp instead of the word devil, I guess. Because it's like, what the warp is like, what the devil? Or like, what the hell, I guess? Probably what the hell. Adara steps closer to the wall and reaches out towards the non-existent door. As if in a trance, she clenches her fingers as if grasping an invisible handle, and slowly turns it. You hear a click. A violent ripple tears through the space around the wall. A cacophony of whispers make your skin crawl from head to toe, like an unseen wave emanating from twisted, broken reality. Uneven rays of impossible, nauseating light break through the rockcrete, forming the silhouette of a doorway. Eventually the vision passes, and you clearly see a door where a blank wall used to be. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my blimmin' notifications. You don't want it just to be done in loads and loads of times. Where is this thing? There. Boop. You won't hear them anymore. Adara turns to you with a wide and somewhat deranged smile. Lord Captain, we found it. It's the door. Exactly like the one in my visions, which means my salvation is close. Except it wasn't hidden by some force field contraption. It was a powerful warp barrier. I could never have removed something like that. It's like our arrival was expected and now they're inviting us in. We best be ready. Someone who knows their witchcraft is waiting inside. My faith in the Emperor is stronger than any warp trickery. He protects us. Adara awkwardly clears her throat and nods, not looking too convinced. I hope you're right, Lord Captain. Taking a lightning bolt to the gut is something I'd like to avoid, so here's hoping the Emperor doesn't have anything important to protect right now.
Let us not dawdle.
Is this going to skip it all the way until a boss? Nah, look, it's on the completely different direction. There's no way. This is going to be some sort of, like, trapped demon of Slaanesh or something. Or Tzeentch. Or it's going to be like, well, I guess the Dark Eldar really aren't known for warp trickery. So I don't think it's going to be Dark Eldar.
Monkey must know no fear or reason at all, for they permit those entwined with the great enemy in their midst.
Would you look at that? A Xenos siding with Imperium doctrine. I've heard it all now.
What is it?
You there?
I sense something nearby.
Yeah. Do that.
A trivial task.
What's in it? Nothing decent.
I need
Let's
to
have a look
find
over
the
here.
answers. My
What do you reckon this
success
track
was
is?
inevitable.
Do you reckon it's just like a landmine?
Always
Like,
keep your eye on the
What's
prize.
this fancy trap that they're hiding with like a bit of cloth? You know, it can't be
What's
that big of a thing.
peculiar thing.
I mean, this doesn't look like a good area. Like,
Too hard for a simple monkey.
It looks very Dark Eldery, but this shouldn't be Dark Eldar tech. They shouldn't use warp. But I guess if anyone was going to do it, the homunculi, who would have been around when like psionic stuff was more common in the Dark Eldar society, in the sense that they could be around since the Dark Eldar society was around. I guess they could still have access to it. I mean, this is a boss room if I ever saw one.
This could be an opportunity.
What have I seen? Okay.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
I mean, I may as well look in here. What are these? Dark Swiftness. Grant 40% dodge, but then you suffer a debuff. I haven't been using any of these drugs, by the way. I'm not particularly sure if like, I guess maybe for higher difficulties they're like needed. I could see if
A trivial task.
I could see if it was a higher
Nonsense
difficulty.
searching.
Right, okay. If I could see if it was like a higher difficulty, and also I was playing like the early game, I could see the use for these kinds of things.
I have learned much in my exile.
I don't understand that. Oh, is this a Farseer? Drained Farseer. You see a contorted, agony-racked Aldari, or more accurately, something that resembles one. Dozens of scars and spurters cover its face. The sight of its misaligned joints moving under its skin makes your stomach turn, and its singular eye looks devoid of sanity. And yet, as you examine the creature's tattered clothes, you can still recognize, albeit with some difficulty, the ceremonial raiment of a Farseer. At last, my deliverance, Monkai. The disgrace, the humiliation of falling at the hands of a lesser creature. Enough. The anticipation of this moment is all that has allowed me to retain a vestige of reason. End me now. Who are you? I do not recognize you, but your vestments. A child of our dead home? I do not remember you, but it gladdens me on the cusp of death to behold a spark of the Asuran eye. Who are you? A hollow shell forced into servitude. Every thread of my being calls out to me, urging me to claim your lives, only stopped by the fading remnants of my former self. Quickly, I demand you give me my death. Demand you give my death to me, and break the shackles of this nightmare. The Farseer's crooked fingers reach from his temples, and you notice the sinister-looking device on his hand. Translucent threads coil in strange sickening patterns around the Eldari's temples, sinking into the skin of his face, neck, and clavicles. In the dim, cold light of the laboratory, the device resembles glistering carrion worms that are mercilessly drinking the Xenos mind dry. Idara gives you a puzzled glance. I think that's what we're here for. I can barely see the Xenos aura in the warp. Must be the work of that thing on his hand. All I need is that implement on your head. Give it to me and I shall set you free. The Eldari hisses and howls, his crooked fingers tearing his ragged robes apart. It's too late. My mind is poisoned. My soul is marred. I do not know for what purpose you need this cursed machine, Monkai, but if your mind carries a shred of reason, then destroy it along with me. Idara suddenly leans forward. Anger and desperation are written all over her face. Not a chance, Xenos. That thing, that thigh stifler, it will save my life. You're just weak. That's why you can't handle it. Yes, a Farseer, one of the most powerful psychic entities in Warhammer, is weak. Naive child, you would condemn yourself to a fate of true horror. Heed me when I say there are things far worse than death. What makes this device so dangerous? It hides the soul within the warp from the spawn of chaos without severing its connection to real space. and it slowly consumes the soul. Day after day, the soul erodes and withers until nothing remains but emptiness. It turns you into a blank. That's cool. Is that right? You certainly talk a lot for someone who's supposed to be empty. Before all this, you would never have shut... You must have never shut up. I spent aeons harnessing my gift. I guided an entire world. My gaze pierced the future, looking epochs ahead. And here I am, at my limit, clinging desperately to the meager relics of what I once called my soul, just to speak another word. Who gave you the audacity to think you will fare any better? I shall grant you a swift death. Let it be so. The Farseer rises from his knees in a jerking motion, like a broken marionette, and takes a step forward with glassy eyes. His frail fingers move as if tugged by invisible strings, and the mutilated bodies of the twisted creatures in the tank start convulsing synchronously in a frightening unison. Their unblinking eyes shift to you. I knew you wouldn't just be you. Just only be 4 of them, please. No, there's... Oh, that's another 2 of them. Only 8. Only 8. Okay, there's...
Wipe your disgusting presence out of
1,
existence.
2... Okay,
You
there's a...
oppose us.
There's a lot of you. I don't feel like I should be ambushed here. He told me about you. I specifically was ready to deal with you.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Let's... Ooh, I can't insta-kill these ones. They're more powerful. But we may as well start
Anything
with it,
else?
right?
And
What
duty
the?
go hand in hand.
What was that? Okay, let me have a look at your abilities. All enemies are currently affected by any psychopath game program. Whenever an ally under the effect dodges an attack, Iron Arms, Invigorate. What was that? Okay. I don't understand what that was. A passive ability, maybe? No. No. None of these. Intervention. When an ally drops below... Okay, I got ya. When an ally drops below a certain health, you just give them another... Okay, well, I mean, I have to do this, right? Did it work?
Pitiful attempt.
No, I don't think it... Oh, it did blind you. That's pretty decent. Let's put everybody in this. Just on the off
Anything else?
chance. And then,
Was it you? Or
okay. I'm gonna have to tank this, because my agility is not nearly at their level.
Walk our own path.
Successful experimental clone. Okay. Okay.
We all walk our own.
I mean, this first turn is gonna be the scariest. But as soon as I get a shot at actually doing
Don't let
damage,
your
I
guard
think it
down.
changes. You know what? We're gonna buff it.
I'll make it happen.
Because I keep not using surefire plans, and I should. Look at that damage. Look at that damage.
On
Hit him
it.
again.
A pitiful attempt.
It's a bit weird that he's calling it a pitiful attempt when it's obviously not a pitiful attempt.
Who if not me?
Like, I've knocked you down to half health, right?
Should have thought twice
And
before
bled
crossing
you.
me.
I should have used the bloomin' surefire plan again. Yvette, can you just kill him? No. You're close
This
though, right?
tedium is beneath me.
It's very
I
close.
am not your Xeno pet,
That
monkey.
was a waste of a medikit.
What? No, 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 no,
I
no, no. It's
understand
fine.
your
It's fine.
intent.
It's fine. It's fine. Gonna shoot him again. Okay, we can't shoot him again, really. Let's just do this,
If I must.
and then we'll just do this. Yes, kill him. Oh no, he's gonna heal. He's gonna heal. Don't heal. Okay, you may take some damage, but it's a risk I'm willing to
I will
take.
not fail the craft world.
Like, maybe none of these have guns. Except for that one that shot his gun.
I do not fear a perilous path.
Parried. Kill him.
I will not fail the craft world.
Okay, that just gives him a turn. Kill him! Yes!
Fate shields me.
Strands of fate.
I mean,
guide me.
it could be worse. We've killed the main boss.
My pitiful attempt.
Problem is, we're kind of in not a great spot right about now.
Doubt
Do
is
this.
For the weak, none can escape the Emperor's judgment.
We're gonna, you know, why didn't I just run away and do that? That's such a better idea.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's do this. Let's hit him with this flamer. It's only a 50-50 shot.
I'll do it.
I'll take it.
I'll return this
He's on
favor
fire.
tenfold.
Let's switch weapons. Then what we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna use this
I am
ability.
his will made manifest.
And we're just gonna take a load of pot shots at stuff and hopefully get a load of kills.
Faith
So we're gonna
and
do this.
deed.
Gonna do this. Really, not dead. Damn, this needs to go a lot worse than I initially thought.
Doubt is for the weak.
I mean, that's one dead. We're gonna focus down like this guy.
Dearly for your actions.
What a shame. We're gonna move to
I will
here.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
46% chance? Sure.
Eradicated.
Dead. Like that two shot, but two individual shots doesn't?
As the Emperor commands.
Sometimes I don't understand what's happening. I kind of think I should give me an extra turn. Is that weird?
In the name of House Orcelio, I shall prevail.
We're gonna aim for an opening.
It's as good as done.
Then we're gonna check to see if I just insta-kill, which I do. Look how bad this would have been if I didn't have that specific kill on the enemy. Okay, well, I screwed myself over here because I thought you kept all of your I thought you kept your movement when you did this kind of thing with
I'll see to it first.
will you give them an extra turn? Well, I guess not.
This is a good offense.
Okay, I'm not going to finish you off because it's a waste of a sniper shot.
On it.
Endure.
I'll make it happen.
Endure's always good. Cassia,
Step aside.
move to like
The
here.
navigator is coming.
I guess I could try and...
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
I don't know what to do on you here, Cassia. That's a two thing. Just buff her.
If
Oh,
you
I should have buffed her with the
insist,
other
Lord Captain.
thing.
We all walk our own path.
Yes. Yeah, shoot them.
I do not fear a perilous path.
Stop it!
Yeah, oh no, it's Awa. Don't get attacked, Awa. What will I do? She's so fundamental to the team.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
No, whatever can I do? Hey, Argenta, have a buff.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Maybe it's because I've always had... I've been buffing her. Do you reckon that's maybe the
If
problem?
I may,
Who's got the worst amount of bleed? I guess you've got pretty bad bleed. Get rid of that. And then extra turn to Argenta.
if you insist, Lord Captain.
6% chance there. That's a better chance. How haven't I gotten that to 1 yet? Sorry, I mean to 0. That's what I meant. I can move to here. It's all about trying to get the most buffs on people. What's the word? The most taunts on people. So this gets 2 of them. And then my thinking is then I do this on this guy to distract him. And then we just put all the buffs on again.
It will be done.
I do love how he just has loads of buff to his like defensive ability, and that's it. That's my end of my turn.
Strands of fate, guide me.
Go after him. Yes! Look at that half health kit. Well, not kill, but you know what I mean. Can that kill? It can. Psychic Shriek. I've decided to like go balls to the wall and just like I'm just going to continue to use abilities and not care that there's a chance that it might screw me over. So that's just what I'm doing at the moment. That's why you're seeing me do this kind of stuff. Yeah, sure, put that on them. Did I put a gun on your offhand? I did. But you've used your attack. Let's kill this guy. Oh wait, no, I don't have enough movement. Never mind, charge exists. 2 AP, sure. Oh, for goodness sake. Goddamn perspective things.
I'll see to it personally.
Just kill him. It's too embarrassing at this point, just kill him. Shoot him. God damn it. Endure. Then you're gonna do this.
It's as good as done.
And then you get through it. You're gonna use this ability.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
I'm not having it that these dudes just survive somehow. Through that.
Who, if not me?
That guy dies. You know what? I'll move to this spot. Because why not? Then we'll hit him with this.
I'll make it happen.
And we'll put an... Oh, there's another spot right here.
I don't
Don't
need
mind
to
if I
look.
do.
I have strategy. On it.
How much more movement do I have? I don't have enough to get within range of you. I do have enough movement to move to here.
Calculated risk is in my second nature.
Then we switch. And we put one of these on
I'll
you.
make it happen.
I think these work at range as well. I mean, it'd be weird because they're literally target designators. Like, they're literally like targets. It'd be weird if the targets didn't work when you're using a gun or like a ranged weapon, which is effectively what targets were used for. And are still used
If
for.
it serves your cause.
Who's this guy? Oh. Right, yeah, yeah, you die. Sometimes I just miss them because they immediately like, I stopped thinking of them as a
If
threat.
it serves your cause.
And when that happens, I think I just
If
stop caring about their existence.
This tedium has been no weakness is hidden from my sight.
We all walk our own path.
Wow, you couldn't even hit my sniper, who is specifically not that good at
Guided by faith.
being in combat and in a firefight.
I'll do it.
Okay, I missed. Try that again. You know what? Let's move up a bit. 38 strength down. Saving game is impossible. I guess that makes sense. Idara carefully pulls the thread of the Psi Stifler out of the Farseer's breathless body. The strange device glimmers ominously in her hand, and it's difficult to tell in the dim light if it's threads that are moving on their own, or if it's because of her whole Let's try that again. It is difficult to tell in the dim light if its threads are moving on their own, or if it's because her whole body is trembling. Terrified and confused, Idara looks at the device, then at you, then at the dead Eldari. That Xenos, Wilbur. Did you see his eyes right before he attacked us? It was like there was no light in them. And it's all because of this thing? I don't want to die, but I don't want to live like that either. If it means I'll stop being myself, then what's the point? The Eldar is warily observing Idara from under her lowered lids. You do not have to resort to a solution like this. There are other ways. My kind of other technology device is not designed purely to scourge the soul. Oh yeah, Red, I'm sure they do. And as soon as I visit your nearest and dearest, I'm sure they'll welcome me with open arms and spoil me with gifts. Look, Yvette, if you're not on great terms with them, then what are the chances does a Monkai witch have? The decision is yours alone, Idara. My decision? Idara bites her lip and looks down at the Xenos artifact in her hands. Her expression betrays an intense struggle, the burden of a terrible choice. A few moments pass before she raises her hand and nods. Yes, you're right. This crap isn't worth it. Time to accept the inevitable. I can entertain these fantasies of a nice long life all I like, but that's all there'll ever be. Fantasies. Pretty tales to tell over a glass of Amsec to make real life seem less shitty. The reality of the situation is ugly and merciless. I'm a psyker. My abilities are getting more and more out of control by the day, which means I'll go out like any psycho should. It'll be ugly and merciless. Best I can hope for is that it'll be so fragging awesome and heroic that you'll be telling stories of it to your grandchildren for ages. Ha! Thank you for helping me realize this, Wilbur. Idara sniffles and casually drops the Psi Stifler on the floor, where it shatters into a million tiny pieces. Not that sturdy. I'm pretty sure we're done here, Lord Captain. Mind letting me know when we have some time once we're back on the ship? I want to talk to you about plans for the future in private. Can we go now? I've still got a whole life to get on with. No, we can't go. We didn't come just for that. You didn't think we came just for your thing. Ooh, witch staff. Eldar Farseer mesh armor. I think I already have that. But this witch staff is cool. Hey Idara, do you want to use the witch staff? You can't. That makes sense. Which is a bit weird actually, now that I think about it, because she has no psychic ability in Heavenly. I don't know if you can psychic awaken her either. So who would use that? You know who would use it. It's the Blimmin' Interrogator. I completely forgot about him. About him randomly... I think he's got Drukhari resistance. Drukhari, like, equipment, like, proficiency. And he might have... He might, in addition to Drukhari, have Eldari. Because I could see a situation where they have similar, like...
Is there money to
What's the word? Like, similar, like... You guys see any more? No, there's no more treasure. I could see them having like similar equipment because it very much would be. How do I undo this? Oh, that's weird. Having like similar like style tech.
Rise to the top or get
Like
left
maybe
in
it's
the
similar
dust.
to. I'm gonna butcher this and make it so that one of these groups
I
hates me.
better myself through my
But from what I
service.
can gather, and again, I'm sorry if this offends anybody. It would be similar to if it would be similar to the like Portuguese and Spanish, where Portuguese and Spanish are similar in origins,
I
and so there
always
would be
keep
like
my
similar
options open.
words and like parts to it,
Attention to detail is the key to success.
but in general they are different languages. You know what I mean? I could see that being the similar thing for Eldari and
Let us not dawdle.
Drukari equipment. So, is this the way forward, or is this back to where we were before? I'm not 100% sure, because I get lost in maps really easily. It's why all of those, you know, those things that people are like complaining because it's like too handholdy, where it's like, come on, we
Keep your
know.
wits about you.
I want to learn how to like traverse this map on my own. I'm the kind of person who's like, actually, they're probably there for me. Did I come out of this? No, I didn't. Blow it up.
Duty prevails.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I like how I've decided I don't have access to good tech. So what instead I'm doing is just blowing stuff up. I mean, that makes sense. I really should have brought Pascal in this.
Rise to the
Even
top
just
or
even
get
just
left in the dust.
for this. But like, I guess I'm saying this, but on the flip side,
My success was inevitable.
that thing's not going to go up. Yeah, I could already see it
This
not
ocular
working.
implant was a worthwhile investment.
I'm saying this, but I guess I'd have to have replaced somebody. Like maybe like the
A trivial task.
I'd want somebody that wouldn't care about the story we're in. And so my initial impression to get rid of the Eldar wouldn't. I feel like we'd want the Eldar here. Like we wouldn't have gotten that
Is
cool
there money to be made?
voice line if we didn't have him, didn't have her here. Where it's like, hey, we have other things for this, don't do this. He doesn't look particularly happy. Let's see how he reacts to me. Hey, Tavantus, how are you doing? I don't know if that's your name, but if I'm saying it correctly, but you're Tavantus to me. Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Oh, they kind of look like clones of you, but I don't think that's intentional. You're looking at several completely identical homunculi at work. A disturbing sight. The indistinguishable and familiar faces turn their attention towards you, morosely and almost indifferently. One of the homunculi starts to talk with all the usual arrogance. The specimen, we meet again. Your escape from Comoro was both a statistical anomaly and an act of abject cowardice. You should have died in the Dark City instead of overstepping the limits of your usefulness. You made too much noise. The monster falls silent, barely perceptibly electrical charges run through the homunculi's body. Then the one who spoke continues. So you're here, now what? Are you going to bore me with your questions, Monkai? Okay, so you're switching your consciousness between these bodies. Their colours. Horrible, frightening, tattered shades. Only a madman could do something like that to himself. The homunculi are twitching slightly. as though from invisible electrical impulses. They look virtually identical, yet each seems to be missing something. A limb, an implant, even a facial feature or two. The single gaze of the many faces no longer seems full of haughty superiority. Only some kind of shared defect also shows in him. I see you found new company, Tavantis. You hear the Drukhari voice again, but you can't see who is talking to you. Found? Do you mean made? I've had a backup shell stored away for centuries, but the event of the Spire of the Weaving Tempest convinced me one active body was not enough. What is this place? It does not exactly look like a Drukhari laboratory. The clones look around them in a moment that's almost synchronized. A disembodied voice answers you. This dreary vault is lacking in practicality and function, but it's been a passable refuge for me and my research. Why are you here and not in Comora? I am obviously here because this is my laboratory containing my research that requires my attention. The familiar voice of one of the Xenos sounds as though he was lecturing a child. Am I talking to one Tavantis or several? Is each of you a separate individual? The homunculi you can see are silent, and yet you still hear Tavantis' reply. His voice seems to be coming from every side at once. My new multiple form is intriguing, isn't it? I'll leave your question unanswered, Specimen, to give you something to ponder. Well, it's obviously this guy. This one's the main one. The hole in the ceiling is a peculiar design choice. What happened here? The identical faces look annoyed and spiteful for a moment. It seems the homunculi are about to reply in unison, but a barely perceptible electrical impulse stops them. One of them scoffs and mutters through his teeth. Just more proof of how unreliable partnership with lower life forms are. You notice one of the homunculi glance at the hole in the ceiling. Fury contorts the Xenos' face. Tavantis is unable to hide his anger at what happened. Whoever did that, and whatever it was that they did, it infuriated him a lot. I've seen a body of a dead tech priest in this lab. Where did he come from? How would I know? I can't tell one Monkai from the other. This meeting will be our last, Tavantis. Tavantis? You're different from others of your specimen. Species specimen. This time around, I want to study you much, and I mean much more thoroughly, which necessitates your death, and I hope dying once doesn't suffice for you.
Xenos scum. You don't belong in this galaxy.
Okay. Surely if I have activated this, there's no way they're going to say I got ambushed, right? Right? There's no way. Do you reckon this is going to be one of those ones where it's like Tavantis summons these constantly and so you should ignore them? I think there's a chance that that's something. No, wait, no, you're not taking up that important spot, Wilbur. You can go here. You can go there. You can go... Is there something behind us? No. You can hide there. Ablard, old buddy, old pal, I don't know what you're gonna do. Stand next to me and hold the line, I guess. Cassia, you can go there. Argenta, you can go here. Block Cassia. Idara, how scary are these things? They're not scary. Okay, kill it off. I want this side to be held. Okay. Foreboding from these guys.
My prescience has failed me.
I mean, did it work? It still worked, right? Yeah, it did. Cool. Then we're going to put this down on them. And then we're going to try and blind him.
Anything else?
Oh shit, I think it worked. Is he blind? He's blind. What is this? Burning Touch of the Void. Whenever their deal suffers warp damage or is infected by psychic power, they cannot use power from pain. Oh. They suffer... Okay, I just need to be damaging you. Okay, Blood Barrier. Okay, how does it gain Blood Barrier? Number of bleeding enemies. Got it. Okay, I understand what you're going for with this then. Just on the off chance that... Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Kills them, invigorates himself. What did that say? Designed to grow flesh. You reckon, with the amount that he's killing them, I have a strong suspicion that they're just going to summon more. A very strong suspicion.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
I know you're not my blimmin' Xenos pet.
If it serves your cause.
Are you blimmin' kidding me? Okay, well, we're going to focus most of our stuff on him.
If I must.
Because although he can heal,
helium is beneath me.
I kind of want to see specifically how much he can heal. No. Okay, that's a 95. That's an 83. Okay, so it does matter.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. Favors the swift.
He doesn't look particularly incredibly strong, but he is boosting people's power. Miss, miss, miss.
yourself, Abelard.
None of those missed. I asked specifically for a couple misses there. You're gonna move to here.
Battle.
We're gonna do this. Yeah, let's do that.
I'll do it.
How much did that experimental sim do? Okay, yeah, okay, that person's just gonna continually get stronger and stronger.
As the Emperor commands,
Well,
I act.
for the rest of his turn. I think I should probably focus down you then.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
It's not doing a lot to you, is it though? It's seriously not doing a lot of damage to you. You have 1,062 health.
Doubt is for the weak.
Okay, Argento, you're gonna focus on killing the other things instead of that. I hope you can understand why I'm doing that.
As the Emperor commands, strike is a prayer.
In fact,
In thy light I stand. And
yeah,
thy
you're gonna
light
continue
I
to do
praise.
this. Do this one.
This is why I was chosen.
There seems to be ones that are
Faith
slightly
without
more
deeds
powerful,
is worthless.
or there's something I'm missing. It's one of the
I'll
two.
do it. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
That one turned into deadly goo. I really think that this is going to blow up into something.
Doubt is for the weak.
But I'm not going to
As the Emperor commands, I
until I'm
act.
specifically shown that the mechanic is that they explode into something. I'm not going to do anything about it at the moment.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Well,
around.
I'll be honest, if I hear that called specifically, this thing is designed to blimmin' make more of them. For me at the very least, that's an instant sign that we should definitely be killing that. Another thing, I'm 99% sure that what I'm doing right now by sending in my main guy to be here is
If not
going to
me.
result in something bad for me. How did I miss a 99% chance attack? And before anyone says, yes, I know, it's the 1% blimmin' chance. But still, like,
It's as good as
99% chance is
On it.
effectively saying it's 100% chance. Cassia? Old buddy, old pal? You reckon you can inspire her one more time? Then... You know what? You know, also give her more momentum. And then
Isn't
give
this
me
job
a
for the
buff.
serfs?
Because I'm slightly worried I'm gonna die.
If I may.
Okay, do I, you know what? Do I actually just take the risk and do something like... The check. Like, if I do this,
do it.
surely it'd shoot the thing behind them. Yeah, it's got 2 of them. I think I'm gonna not regret doing that. Do I use an extra turn just to actually do that a bit more? Is that is that stupid? I don't think it's stupid. I think he's repeatedly going to make more and more of himself, and I'm going to get annoyed when it...
I'll show you why navigators
I've
are
got no
feared.
proof. That's the problem. That's the main reason why I'm not doing anything. I have no
I'll
proof.
make it happen. Never stood a chance.
I don't know what that's turning into, what that fog actually is.
Who, if not me?
And I'm too scared to ask at this point. But, yeah, it's
I'll
probably
see to
nothing. Look at the damage. Look at that damage. And now your armor's
I'll
lowered
make
as
it
well.
happen. The best
So I do
defense
more
is a good
damage.
offense.
We're gonna do even more.
Consider this a taste of what's
I'm still
to
not
come.
sure if, like, I should be putting this on. It increases the armor and damage by 8. I guess that is still a notable increase. It would have killed that guy, I guess. I guess that's sort of like... They talk about, like, result-oriented thinking, but, like... That's not insignificant to think about.
I will do my duty.
Do this. You get a
Indeed.
defensive stance. You get a bulwark.
It will be done.
You're gonna do this.
At your beck and call.
And then you're gonna attack this.
Victory is given.
Because you
I will
can't
do
attack
my
anything
duty.
else. And I'm still convinced that
It will
I'm
be
right
done.
about that. And I don't think... don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a particularly, like, incredible thing for me to figure out. I just think it's very likely. Yep. Yep. Okay. Exactly what I thought. Cool. Cool. That's just confirmed it. What is this acid? I hope it's nothing. Do I just Psychic Scream this? Why not?
On it.
Psychic Scream it. It did 2 damage. That's useless. Why did I do that?
Was that you? Or
Why did I do that? What was the point in it? I could sensory this guy again. And then foreboding,
Will
just
do.
on the off chance that you get done in. Forewarning, sorry, not foreboding. Hit.
My ears
Why
are
didn't you
ringing.
do a blooming melee attack? Oh, it has to go against an enemy?
I understand your
annoying.
intent.
We're blowing
I
that
am
up.
not your Xenos pet, Loki.
I don't care if the enemy gets to
If it
attack
serves
me.
your cause.
I've definitely played this whole
I am not
thing
your
wrong.
Xenos.
What does he do when he runs out of people to do that to? I mean, he kills half of them with his blimmin' foul abominations attacks. Argenta? You know what?
Power
Immediately I'm
resides in
doing
the will
this.
of the righteous.
We're
As
doing
the
this.
Emperor commands, I act.
Okay, now they have nothing that they can use. Take another shot at this guy.
Faith
Kill him off.
without deeds, work is a prayer.
Immediately,
Doubt
I'm
is
gonna
for the
go
weak.
back on what, literally do what I said I wouldn't
God
do,
Emperor, move through
which
me.
is to kill
Be
this
the
guy.
fire in my heart.
Even though I had targeted him with the Eldar's ability.
I'll do it. As
We're
the
gonna do
Emperor
this.
commands, I act.
We're gonna do this.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Faith is without deeds is worthless. Let's do this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Nice. Okay, you're doing well, even though your basic attacks are less than satisfying.
Don't let your guard down.
What does that do?
Who, if not me? Your end was inevitable.
Am I missing something that does? Damn, I can't get within range. I can take a couple of pot shots though. Yeah. Oh, he has healed all
I'll
that
make
damage
it
I did to
happen.
him, which is a shame. Damn, I can get really close. I don't think it's worth. Nice.
I've suffered worse.
Cassia. There's none here.
I
Move
have read
up.
tomes of military tactics.
We're gonna buff you. We're gonna do this.
Me? If you insist,
Hey,
Lord
yeah,
Captain.
yeah. Get it resolved.
I'm not accustomed to
Why
being
didn't I just
ordered
put that on the
around.
person I voiced and commanded? It just said that there was a blimmin'
Me?
bonus to it.
If you insist,
Why
Lord
didn't I do
Captain.
that? And then we're just gonna charge
It's as
closer,
good as done.
and then switch weapon, and take a pot shot.
I'll see to it personally.
It's funny, he gets a bonus for every bit of bleed on him, but I still think it's better for me to do what I'm doing. Now I want you to go here, please.
My place is at the fore.
His
Indeed.
place is at the 4. He's really into golf, I guess.
It will be done.
I'm sorry, that was a bad joke. That was a real bad joke. It didn't even really make sense. The more I think about it, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah,
At your
just in
beck and
case.
call.
Full walk. I get him with it? No, cool. Sure, 2 more up here. Java, move up. Can you Psychic Scream him? You can't. That's annoying. Can you Psychic Scream anyone? You can.
Anything else?
Deliver us!
What did it do? What was the peril? Seemingly nothing. I'm kind of expecting at some point for you to summon a demon. What's the blooming point of bringing you if you don't summon a demon once or twice? Let's do...
On it.
Sure, joint analysis. And then there's not really much you can do other than, I guess, buff him. Yeah, I guess that's it. Can you shoot from here and get him? You can't, but you can get him. It's almost perfectly likely to hit attack. But if we buff it by 9,
Is beneath me.
and we do
I
this,
am not your Xenos pet monkey.
then that'll kill, right? Right? Oh, and it got the thing behind it. I love your attacks that can pierce. How can you not hit him? I mean, you're gonna have to move up at some point, but that ain't this point.
is all.
I bet you he's got a second phase,
Best
right?
defense is a good offense.
He must have a second phase. This is quite disappointing, honestly. Can I shoot him from here? Can I shoot him from here? No. Can I shoot him from here? No.
The enemies
I think
of the
being higher
Emperor
up
will
is
be
probably
undone.
better still. I shoot this. Oh. Yes, I can. Oh. You got nothing to help you, boy.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
I guess I could run and gun.
I'll do it.
Does it give me more movement if I run and gun? Or like here.
I will
Yes.
bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Take a couple of pot shots,
Faith without
Argenta.
deeds is worthless.
Try it again, Argenta.
Doubt is for the weak. This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, I act.
I hate to say this, Cervantes,
I'll do it.
but if this is all you have, then you're not even going to be memorable. You're not even memorable enough. This will be your final day, and I won't even remember
Never
you.
stood a chance.
That was the best you had. Okay, did you at least have cool stuff? Arch Machinator's Deceit. Whenever the wearer uses an attack that is of a different type than the previous attack, they gain momentum. A Blood Barrier Emitter. At the start of your turn, the wearer recovers wounds equal to the number of bleeding creatures. If at least one wound was recovered this way, one fresh injury is removed from the wearer as well. Ooh, that's useful on probably the Dark Eldar guy, and that's probably it. Reinforced Kabbalite, upgraded Shuriken pistol. These are kind of useless. Who are you working with? There is a dent on the... Okay, let's just info it. And they're covered in flickering coloured stripes. Numerous prior studies pursued the goal of breaking new grounds and recreating and reviving the specimen in the event of its death. The above-mentioned experiment lay the groundworks for modernizing and accelerating the recreation of a living organism from a minuscule sample of bone and muscle tissue. Each variety of living organism has been observed to release a number of chemicals at the moment of death that enables the creation of a ethereal, entirely identical clone with intact memories of its prior life up to and including the moment of death. Most vividly detailed as to both physical sensations and emotional distress. Here's my shot in the dark. I could be
always
completely
keep my
wrong
options
here,
open.
and I could be completely left field. This implies cloning, and specifically cloning of somebody that's recently died, and you have the ability to collect their essence. The only person I could think of where they'd want to revive them is either Cervantes, which I don't think they'll do, or more likely, they're trying to clone a new Theodora von Valencia, and that's going to be a boss where she tries to take over, and I'm like, no, I'm in charge now, that kind of thing. Every enemy who survived an attack enhanced by this ability will also attack. Okay. That's fine. I'll take that. I could get some use out of that. What am I good at? Awareness. What am I secondarily good at? Logic. I need someone that's decent at logic. I'll be the logic boy. You don't really matter. And it's not me being mean. It's just that I just don't think... Perfect timing or precon, and I get it. Okay. What does perfect timing do? All allies that are currently affected by a psychic power gain the perfect timing effect. Whenever an ally under this effect dodges or parries an attack, if the ally has a weapon capable of reaching the attacker and has an attack that costs 1 or less AP, the attacker okay, that's good. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Law. You're pretty good at Law Warp, which makes complete sense because you're a blooming psyker. Intimidation. Action on area of life effect immediate effect on the first target hit by the attack and all enemies in a 5-cell radius. Reduces their attack by perception times 2 times perception bonus. Okay. 14%. Till the operator's next turn, the negative effect is doubled for enemies with less than 3 times int bonus. 6% armor. That's never happening. But that is a cool ability. What are you good at? You're good at awareness. But we have people that are better at awareness. You're good at Law Xenos. Let's go for that. What do I want on you? Are any of these particularly useful? Is there a logic behind reckless striking them? They attack back. I already have parry up, so I parry their attack and get an extra attack. Is there logic to that? I don't think it will come up, but I think there's more things I could use with that. What do I have you as being good at? You're good at athletics. You're the best at athletics. The old man is more athletic than everybody else combined. The next ranged area attack made by the soldier deals 50 plus 10 times 7. So 70, 120% more damage. Deals 100%, 20% damage. And has an additional... Okay, that seems good. In addition, I can have rapid fire. The next burst attack will have its rate doubled but deal less damage. That doesn't seem good. What about this? The soldier immediately spends all of their AP and MP and gains 30% bonus to cover efficiency. The next time they uses run and gun, they gain all spent AP and MP plus 1 additional AP. It also resets the cooldown of all other soldier abilities except for run and gun. Useless. I'm taking this. Well, it's not useless. Let me rephrase that. Useless for me. Because I would just not use it. So, I guess by definition that is useless. The ability can only target allies who have enemies adjacent to them. Okay. Until the start of the officer's next turn, all melee attacks made by the target deal an additional damage equal to the officer's fellowship, 8, divided by 2, so 4, multiplied by the number of adjacent enemies. Okay. If the target is under the effect of Voice of Command, they immediately make an attack of opportunity against an adjacent enemy, targeting the one with the lowest remaining runes. I could see that being useful. Next, the target's next attack will ignore cover and will have double the effective distance. Or this will ignore the enemy's dodge. Additionally, the damage from this cannot be reduced below 30 plus 3 times 8 for any reason. I think Take Aim might actually get some more use. But before I look at them, any of these abilities that I just haven't been looking at that are decent. The target gains 5 times 8% increased hit chance, not a huge problem on their next attack. Dodge on the next dodge and some resistance. Okay. I don't really have an action left when I do that normally. This is the veil. Oh, okay. What's the prerequisite for these? Ah, okay. Yeah, I think I should have maybe... I'd like to play her more as like the psychic kind of one next time. Yeah, I've seen that one before. Only target allies that have at least one melee weapon in that weapon slot. They gain an additional turn, which they gain the ability to use charge, and only this ability. You just gain the ability to use charge. Okay, that's pretty cool. Immediately move out zone, even if they are stunned or immobilized. I kind of feel like this is pretty decent. I'll take that. Persuasion, best thing to have, and I need you to be persuasion lady. Anything else I need to check on these twisted abominations?
I always have a backup plan.
Don't know why you have a backup plan. Never need the original. We only ever need one plan, really. The space around the space behind the hollow. I've never used... I guess hollow is a word. It does mean hole. The space around the hollow is littered with lumps of broken concrete. A small wind gets into the room through the ugly hole in the ceiling, stirring up whirlwinds of stone dust at your feet. I thought it was all called rockcrete, not concrete. But I guess maybe they're two different things? I know they're two different things. I just thought that one was like the replacement. I thought rockcrete was the replacement to concrete. The hole in the lab's vaulted ceiling and the hollow underneath it points you to the obvious. Something broke into this room, ripped out a piece of the lab, and dragged it outside. You are, for now, mystified as to what that something is. 100%? Oh, 100%. I'll do it. Through the piled up rock, dirt, and thick dust, you're able to make out parts of fixtures that were ripped out of their sockets and thrown to the floor. Parts like these are used for fastening industrial grinders in place at large manufactorums around the Imperium. You study the edges of the breach carefully. Carefully reflect for a few minutes. You know what? I'm trying that again. You study the edges of the breach carefully. Reflect for a few minutes and conclude that the hole in the lab ceiling was blown by several powerful directed explosions. After some more time, you note the characteristic marks on the debris in the walls. The ceiling was breached using melter charges. What do you think about this? I don't understand. Drukhari machinery and their toys seem out of place within these walls. Nay, they seem positively alien. These walls? Why, this is standard architecture of an Imperium bunker. Why would a Xenos conduct their business in a place like this? My kinsmen were unable to find this place. The Dark Ones would hardly have been content with a single trophy, even one as great as this. No, this was done crudely and quickly, and their behavior is more typical of the Monkai. And that behavior is more typical of the Monkai. This world belongs to House Winterscale, but I refuse to believe his lordship Kalecgos would ever cooperate with Xenos. Dark red and brownish green would envelop his figure every time the subject of hunting the enemies of humanity were brought up. He despises them, hated them.
Keep your wits about you.
Yes, it's almost like they needed something and they didn't want to deal with him, so they did a quick snatch and grab. And this quick snatch and grab involved getting a cloning technology for whatever reason. You reckon you could farm like a load of blimmin' cargo just by continuously killing them? You know what I mean? Like, my thinking is like, they constantly summon, right? do you reckon there's an upper limit to it? And if there isn't, do you reckon you could use that? Okay, that's where I came from. What did we see down here? That's the hidden door. The hidden door brought me to here. I think the only bit of loot we've got is in that room. Or how do I get to that room though? Okay. Let's see if we can get that bit of loot. If I'm being completely honest though, I don't think it's going to be a huge thing.
Nothing matters more.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Cruder rock has fallen. Its remains hidden in the darkness of the expanse.
Yeah.
All that is left for me to do now is to follow the one who allowed me to walk this path.
Yep.
To the end.
That's me.
At least you know some semblance of gratitude, Xenos. The
It's
rogue
that.
trader is the only reason you are still alive. It is only just that you...
Yeah, sure. Look, Argenta, I appreciate it, but like, she's already said that she's pretty loyal, except for the time she betrayed me. But we're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that because I've chosen to ignore that because I like her character. But if I was playing Dogmatic, well, she wouldn't have survived this long, if I'm being completely honest. Back to the bridge. Idara wants to talk to me, and I am perfectly fine with talking with her. Makes me kind of wish I was the persuasion person, though. Because occasionally there's like roles that you have to do, and I'm like, I really wish I had better persuasion, because this says it's like a 20% chance. You know what I mean? Like that you're always like, that's a decision that I could have done. Does this place look fancier? And I've just completely ignored the fact it looks like a lot fancier. What is this? Idara, how are you? Not regretting your decision, are you?
Never been better, Lord Captain. No joke. As soon as I stopped fearing for my life, even the voices in my head
It's
quieted
all a
down.
psychology thing,
But
mate.
don't get me wrong. They will come back. And one day I'll find myself in a situation I can't get out of. But for now, I'm fine. And it's all thanks to you.
Oh, it's not all thanks to me. I literally made it your decision.
You know, I think it's pretty ironic that my gifts lets me see the future. When thinking about the future is the thing I'll do anything to avoid.
That's kind of how powers
Substances of
work
all
in this
kinds,
world, it
jokes,
seems.
stories about their good old days. I hide under them all like a blanket. As long as I don't poke my head out, everything will be okay.
True.
At
That is the
least,
safest place.
That's what I thought.
But anything.
But I'm tired of living other people's stories. I want to tell my own. I don't know when or how mine will come to an end, but I'm going to do everything
You see
I
the-
can
you
to
hear
make
like a
sure
vague
that somebody
accent?
someday tells at least one decent story about Adira Tlass.
Dearer.
And I can't think of a better way to do that than by standing shoulder to shoulder with you.
Like, what kind of accent am I hearing? Like, there's a slight accent there that I just can't recognize. One story? Don't sell yourself short. You and I already have enough adventures to fill a tome.
Then what are we waiting for? Get a scribe in here. We need to get all this down before we forget.
Nah, I want you
But
to
we
leave.
have to
I'm
make
kidding.
me more heroic and powerful so that I come out looking the best next to your other companions. What do you reckon? How many wastrels have we slaughtered? 1 million? Stuff that. Let's make it 2.
I think we've killed probably
Of
upwards
course.
of like 50. No, like maybe like 200 of like actual like heretics already. Which doesn't sound incredibly impressive, but it's just like several of us, you know? Not a lot of us. Hey, is there anything here that I can have? Yeah, that's just better. I'll take that. Do I not have the rep? I don't have the profit. Blimmin' profit factor. I want your goods store. I don't have enough. So annoying. Put this on before I forget. Wait, where did that go? It goes here. And these are just worse? Yeah. Every time I look at these and go, oh, these are just worse. 2 shots at 26 is still worse. So annoyed because I got that from an event. I guess they wanted you to do that event at some other time. He says, not really sure. Well, no, because I haven't upgraded that yet. At all. Where do I have to go now? I have to go to Footfall, correct? Let's quick check. Footfall. Not really Footfall. I refuse to use profit factor. Yep, cool. And Footfall is... That's Yanis. Footfall is here? Wait, was that right? I was right. Cool. How did I lose 2 profit factor, game? How did I gain 9 profit factor, game? What am I missing, game? Okay, Yanis. Old buddy, old pal. I mean, increasing efficiency is not bad. But alternatively, I could drink the Sacred Comet. Do I want this? Was this what I was going for? Yes, because I was going for praising the muses. Lord Captain, the Ordo Xenos punitive force led by Acolyte Lynette Zhu has arrived on Yanis. The Inquisition force have already taken control of the Governor's palace and intends to deal with the anomalies of Yanis. Why was I not notified of their arrival in advance? I'm surprised that they have informed us of their arrival at all. It demonstrates a semblance of trust. What think you, my officer and advisors? Oh, well, actually, no, it's important to know what they've snuffed out. Tracks of wretches towards the anomalous, but her crew will continue to dig deeper, so to speak. I need to stop them from finding out that I've got Eldar there helping me there. Cooperating with the Inquisition would do us more good than trying to hide the current misfortunes of the colony. I could send them a message to keep us informed about the interrogation. As a favour. If only we could throw them a bone and let them find evidence they want. One that we can get by without. The rest could be concealed away from their inquisitive eyes. Like a sand lizard shedding its tail, sometimes one must cede the battle to win the war. Yeah, sure. Do what you want. To serve Yanis and the Von Valentian dynasty. They've set up a headquarters at the governor's palace. She begins to investigate the situation on Yanis. All those feeling guilt from their crime before the Emperor can only stay silent and pray. They were able to, during her investigation, Lady Zhu has been able to identify that the genetic changes in the organisms of the sickly creatures has been caused by the effect of a mysterious substance secreted into the water by Xenos obelisks. These substances did not contaminate the water until recently, as shown by the analysts of the Magos Biologus. The same Xenos obelisks appear to be linked by a chain of energy communications, also serving as a source of unknown radiation that seems to have caused the outbreak of contaminated growth in the current uncontrolled sector of the planet. It also seems to be causing the appearance of mysterious phantoms. suggests that there's some sort of ancient mechanical construct located on Yanis that has been awakened from its slumber, and the anomalies occurring on Yanis have been caused by the blasphemous machine trying to start itself. Good to know. Good to know. Pleasure World. What's this? Dodge. I don't really care for that. A load of people? I don't have that much Promethium. Do I have that much provisions? I got tons of provisions. Yeah, why not? I understand that there is a small chance that I have missed something I was actually going for. Oh, Sacrament of Light. Ethereal Visor. Sky Barrier. All allies get plus 20% minimum. Triumph and Fury. Okay, what do I need to do for this? Obviously, there's this stuff that I need to get. But I need the Archive of the Expanse, which is this one. I need Holy Ammunition, which I don't think is on this list. No. What's this? It's nothing. Okay. Let's get Archive of the Expanse then. Efficiency to all colonies is a really big boost anyway. In fact, I probably would have gone for that either way, if I'm being honest. Seasons of War. Praising the Muses. What do I need? More plasteel. Damn, I thought I had a plasteel. Did I just use all my plasteel? That's blimmin' annoying. I think I actually did that. Which one of these do I want to go for, though? Loyalist's Garb? Efficiency's decent, but not that. None of the wearer attacks any target around them with a ranged attack. It buffs Imperial Navy. So I'd probably go this one. Bastion should be done first. Which you need missionaries. Which is not a thing I can get at the moment. It's a lot of going back and forth, this one, that I don't really understand. What's this? Reputation... Penal Battalions. Freedom and Vengeance. I think I want this one. Which means I want Xenos Intoxicants and Penal Battlements. Xenos Intoxicants and Penal Battlements. Okay. Do we have a Xenos Intoxicants here? No. Do we have Xenos Battlements here? No. So I guess we just focus something else. Like... This gets a lot of plasteel, but it uses mechanisms which I'm fine with. Phlogisite, which I'm fine with. Yeah, that's probably worth. In fact, actually, let me go back to that. Where would that be? Here. I didn't do this one because I was looking to see if I had Praise the Muses, which I don't. So we're just gonna buff Profit Factor, I guess. Don't know why I lost Profit Factor there. I'm just gonna ignore that. Footfall. Old buddy, old pal. Let's have a look at what's in here. There's the blessing. They don't care about me. You know what? I'm gonna pop down a quick save. Because I think there's a very, very small chance that I just don't think they've done a lot of saves in the autosave recently. Lord Captain, we've received a Vox message from Footfall. The Inquisition has declared martial law on the station and due to the threat of Malleus Extremis. Docking will require special permission, and even most of the asteroids have been cordoned off. The station's custodian, Her Ladyship Incendia Corridor, sends her greetings and invites your lordship to disembark at the docks with a small retinue. Reinforcers will meet you there to escort you to another chamber for a private audience. The Vox crackles with static and Jay's Honey's voice fills the air. Victus the salve for my heart. Forgive the intrusion, but I have important business with the rogue trader. Oh, Shireen, I simply wish to remind you about my numbskull crew who got themselves captured by some rival Ashmag. Vladimir is too occupied for schemes, and besides, Incendiary Corridor has already put him in his place, which leaves only Falco. May the Azure tear his soul to pieces. Footfall is straight ahead, and I would rather not waste the precious sand still left in the hourglass of their lives. He threw me a wrench into the works, making my trade network fall apart like a badly assembled chrono. No income, no profit, only damages. All because my right hand is chained up on one of Footfall's asteroids. How about we pay Falco a courtesy visit? I'm sure your imposing visage will loosen his tongue, and maybe, just maybe, untie the hands of my crew. Let's go and see what happened to your crew. Green, have I ever mentioned that you are the most fragrant rosebush in the entire blossoming garden of the Kronos expanse? Is that all you have to say? The Voxmaster unceremoniously boots Jay from the channel. Apologies, Lord Captain. What will be your instructions? Very well. Let us take a look at Footfall's new hospitality. As you wish, your Lord Captain. But who will I bring? Not a big surprise. It's gonna be not her. Cassia, obviously. That's the group. Let's be honest. It was obvious from the very start. I wonder if they've actually put in here, with all the people are like kind of half one and half the other, I wonder if there is literally a group that you can have which are all a specific like alignment. Like, could you have a full dogmatic or at least like partially dogmatic group in the sense that they all have like a bit of dogmatic alignment? And then could you have a full iconoclast as well? I think I've got a pretty high iconoclast group. I don't think Cassia is though. I don't know who you'd replace Cassia with. Well, Jay, let's have a look at what the two abilities you're gonna get are. I mean, agility's really good. Oh, she's good at attack. Oh, you actually might be decent. Sorry, that sounded really mean. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say is that you might actually shore up the skills that we don't actually have at the moment. Anything else I want from here? Well, it's technically a solid projectile. Right? The sniper? Oh, it could be a laser, actually. Instead, I kind of just want you to be very good at, I guess, what I really need is tech use is the best one. Sure. Exemplar. What do I want to give you? If the character's dodge reduction is higher than the enemy's dodge. The character's dodge reduction is higher than the enemy's. What is my dodge reduction? Is there any way of knowing? It's 30. So if they have high, if they have lower than 30%, I just destroy them. That feels like there isn't that many that are lower than 30% at this point. They take 1 for every 6 damage they took. Whenever an ally attacks the enemy, they deal an additional. That's not bad. In fact, I'll put that as a maybe. Any damage is increased by 1 for every attack they have made this combat. Does not affect damage over time. I should get that on Argenta. Why do I not have that on Argenta? If events a turn given by this character's ability or talent gives MP, the MP is increased. If AP, targets an increase their AP. Sure. I don't know how much that's actually going to get used, but I think it's decent. Whenever the officer uses an officer archetype ability 2 times in 1 turn, they can grant the stand witness effect. No. Sure. I'm being a bit laissez-faire with all of her abilities, but it's kind of just because she's does exactly the same as Cassia. And so it's less of a big deal. What is this? Whenever it spends tactical revolve on abilities. But no. 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 First aid advantage ignores cover. Inspire. I like Inspire being better. I should get that on Cassia as well. What do I want to buff? Fellowship, I guess? It does a huge buff to almost all of her abilities. She'll be really good at attack use. She has Take Aim. I like Air of Authority as well. Is Get Back in the Fight worth? No, I think I want Air of Authority. So she's maybe the alternate tech use person that I could have had. When did I get this? Oh, that might have been a bonus from one of the things. I mean, that's good on her. What are you using at the moment? A Starblight. Is there anything better I have? This does more damage, but it's effectively like a line weapon, and I don't rate that. These do like blimmin' so much more damage. What? This is just a basic weapon, and that's like an exotic weapon. That does so much more damage. What about these? No, but I guess you're using this instead. Look at that. And it's a long rifle, so it's definitely worth using. I wish I could click this and it would show me all the stuff that can go in that location. Because it's always a bit weird, that necklace. It's not even a necklace slot. Doesn't enemy scores a crit. No. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like it's like a trinket slot. But like, it's not really obvious what goes in that spot. Maybe I'm missing some obvious like symbol or something they've got. But I don't see it. So if it's obvious, it's not hugely obvious in my opinion. I don't think there's anything that goes in that spot. Right then. Zeta. Hello, Zeta. Salutations, functioning initiated. Glory to Hellthorn Valentia. Trade terminal Zeta 47//33 MU, property of the Adeptus Mechanicus Explorator Cognizance Fleet, ready to process incoming request. State your request. Glory to the Omnissiah. How are you doing working under Incendiary Corridor's rule? Information request accepted. Acceptable responses found. Hear and heed. The unit broke Raider Incendiary Bastel Corridor, and the said unit's actions have no significant effect on the operations of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet mission, since the said unit has no jurisdiction over the Adeptus Mechanicus or any assets after thereof. Glory to the Omnissiah. Requesting access to the trade interface. Here, have all of this. You like me now? Of course you do. Let's have a look at what I can get. Where are gains? Strength bonus to parry and reroll failed dodge. I don't think that's as good as mine. Ania uses control shot. Any enemy adjacent to the wearer's allies suffer a penalty to dodge. I can see that being useful. One-handed power axe. Is it better than anything I have? No. What about this? Free stack use. Ooh, once per test. Does that stack with what I already have? Probably right. Ooh, we're taking this just on the off chance it's good. Precise lasguns, probably not that good. Speed of concentration, probably not that good. Okay, we got what we wanted from that. Let's see if we actually use it. It's definitely better. They lose the 2 deflection against non-human enemies, but we gain 10 toughness and 2 deflection against ranged attacks, and 1 less armor deflection, but 5% more armor. I think that's worth. Also, it looks really cool. You know what I mean? That's definitely a part of Blimmin' of figuring out what to choose. Does it look cool? If yes, it goes up in my books. Oh. What's happening here? Well, Shireen, what do we have here? A cowardly Ashmag who wants to get his paws on my certificate without even working up a sweat. Considering the circumstances currently affecting football, the only fitting place this filth could be hiding is in the sewers. A nasty spot with a powerful whiff about it, that is true. But I swear to you, Shireen, you won't come up with a better trap, Falco. I know these tunnels like the back of my hand, and the most delicious part of all is that the Ashmag chose to go in there. He'll wish he hadn't. Of course, that's only if the Azhai don't mess things up for us, and everything goes to plan. And if it doesn't? Jay breaks off, her shoulders sagging under the weight of her doubt. If it doesn't, my gang are dead, Shireen. One wrong move, one wrong word, gah, thrown damn that Ashmag. Why is everything so difficult? Perhaps I should just give him the Mercantum Tabula Officiale. Falco's not a complete idiot. He wouldn't risk such a valuable payoff. He'll hold up his end of the deal and give Toran the others. Explain your plan in more detail. The gist is that we need to go down into the sewer tunnels of Footfall, connect a tank of sleeping gas to the old ventilation systems, and direct the airflow to Falco's hideout. And of course pray to the Exalted One that the Ashmag's jackal don't spot us. It's true, Shireen. It's going to be a little trickier than it seems. Falco is desperate, so he's bound to have his thugs patrolling the tunnels. If we go crashing around down there, he'll know something is afoot. And when Falco's feeling jumpy, heads roll. Where are we going to get a tank of sleeping gas? Jay stares at you, trying to decide if you're joking or being completely serious. What do you take me for? I've tried it already. Don't worry, I have everything covered. How do we get into the tunnel? Most of the passages have been sealed off by Corridor's hounds, but there is only one. There is one they definitely haven't got to. Jay visibly perks up and winks at you. Time to pay a visit to Opti and the Adeptus Amscus Serene. Come, it's time to enter the sewers. To the Amscus we go, Shireen, or do you have other pressing business to handle on the way there? Well, kind of. An Inquisitor has asked for my...
I still can't believe we be saved. In the Dark City, I often pray to the Exalted One, and now I'm going to need a lot of throne.
Oh. Oh. What a shame. I mean, these people probably deserved it, right? Right? Oh. Oh. I mean, they must have done something bad, right? There's nothing to say that they are evil or good.
I always keep my options open.
Anver. Don't know what that means. Oh, it's that guy.
Is there money to be made?
How is he doing? Hieronymus's gaze is alight with awe. He breathes in the smell of the burnt flesh and the promethium and says to you, "Behold, noble Wilbur, as footfall transforms before your very eyes. In the wake of your toils, this den of depravity will once again become a testament to the Emperor's greatness, as was its original design. Does it bring you delight?" Your request has been fulfilled. The cultist den in the Shadow Quarters has been cleared out. I feel like I can't believe I didn't tell him this. A grim smile brightens his features and he makes the sign of the Aquila. I hope that their suffering was contemporary with their deeds. Sure, I'll take my leave. I've done what I said I was going to do. I'll be completely honest. Really want to stay here any longer. I'm not a huge fan of all
Rise to the top.
burnt,
Or get left in the dust.
burnt corpses. Not my go-to thing to like at the moment. That burning, did that flameproof? Oh, just removes it from adjacent allies. That's not bad. It's like you're covering them with it. Oh, that's got a lot of flavour to it. You also say piracy. Got it. There's a lot of people here. Like a lot of people.
I always have a backup plan.
What's happening here? Oh, they have a throne. Nutrabars. What a name. Nice. I see clearly with my naked eye the corruption that has engulfed your nature. Only the cleansing fire can absolve you now. Guilty. Please, we only needed to eat to live. You should have just allowed it to happen. Burn them. That guy's invincible. Oh, never mind. Guilty. Burn him. How did she tank a plasma gun? Jesus.
No.
Well, congratulations, mate. You just, like, easily tanked it without even taking any... Oh, is there a shield around you? Incendiary Corridor is absorbed in reading a long strip of parchment. Her left hand is holding a silver spoon with which she carefully scooping up brain matter from an open skull of the man contorted next to you. Next to her. What? She's eating its brains? That's heretical, right? What? Wilbur von Valencia, I have been informed of your arrival. Exhaustion has crisscrossed Incendiary's features with lines. Her cheek is twisted in a continuous nervous tick, yet her eyes are ablaze with indomitable resolve. A brilliant aura of power and righteous fury surrounds her like a mantle. She gracefully brings a gold-plated inhaler to her lips, takes a deep breath, and the fire in her gaze flares like a plasma thruster. What is this abominable act his daughter is committing? The Sister of Battle whispers, incredulously, as she stares at Corridor's monstrous feet. There must be a reason. One look at Incendiary's full dress uniform shows that it has not been changed in many days. The collar is greasy, and the laces are stained with sweat. The air is tinged with a smell of inhaler stimulant that is used to give serfs the ability to work multiple watches without rest. What is this? What is that? Incendiary sinks her silver spoon into the man's brain and slowly consumes this revolting morsel. I must know the taste of a criminal's thoughts. It is how I learn and to recognize their patterns. And does it help? I have deepened my understanding of the petty and odious urges that drive the weak-willed to degeneracy. I have learned to see these urges in their eyes. If only you knew what it's like to be familiar with every shade of corruption that lurks in a deprived soul. Well, Cassia probably does. Something wild sparks in her pale eyes. You know not the first thing about perceiving it, sensing it, peering into people's souls and seeing their heinousness therein. You do not know what it's like to look at the faces and see the brand of the imperious deeds, but I know it all too well, and none will escape my wrath. The law has found its way to Footfall after all, I see. Yes, it has, albeit its journey was far too long, but it will never release its grip on this station again. I vow to see to it. The Lord Inquisitor has bestowed upon me the honor of bringing order to this cesspool of pirates and heretics, to rid Footfall of the corruption that is fettered in its limbs, and turn this imperial station into a hotbed of free thinking and inefficiency. And I will not rest until all have been judged. This is no tribunal, this is a slaughter. As loath as my soul is to concur with Xenos, it is indeed. It must have been the Emperor's providence that brought you here to my court. It would be my pleasure to indict you for the crimes you've committed. I've just broken out after being held captive by Xenos in Cromora, butchering my way through scores of enemies of humanity. Tell me, am I truly the greatest enemy of the Imperium you are able to find? Though you are loathed and feared by the enemies of humanity, does not make you pure in the eyes of the Emperor, but perhaps he saw fit to set you on a different path, one of righteous genocide and blood-soaked redemption for your faults. I would never dare to go against his will. Those of you who acknowledge me as your sovereign are viewed by the law as subjects of the House von Valencia, and therefore are exempt from Corridor's judgment. I will take you aboard my ship. The hopeful crowd in the atrium start hysterically clambering their oath of fealty to House von Valencia. Not one of them think twice about clutching at the life-saving straw you have offered. Cool, I just got a load of crew. Incendiary wearily leans on an armrest and looks at you with contempt. Take this pitiful gaggle of miscreants, Wilbur, if you so desire. My trial will not end here. I have the whole of Footfall to judge. So, what happened between you and Winterscale? Oh, nice. I got one person from that. Winterscale is a traitor. While the Expanse burns, ravaged by heretics and unallowed Xenos, he abandoned his duty completely and has the nerve to ignore Lord Inquisitor's call to battle. My servants are taking over his worlds and ships while he is hiding from reckoning and indulging his base urges. Soon enough he will stand before judgment. Correction, Caligos Winterscale is a dead traitor. He is no more, and regrettably he found his demise so easily. Caligos was meant to confess before the court and taste the station he deserves. So, you're in charge of Footfall now? Indeed I am. When the Lord Inquisitor enacted martial law in the Expanse, I offered him my support at once. Footfall was chosen as Lord Inquisitor's headquarters, and the position of Footfall's liege was temporarily abolished. Well, this war lasts, or perhaps longer than that. All authority was transferred to the station's warden, to me, while the Lord Inquisitor is preoccupied with matters of strategic planning. I am tasked with security and order. And there is much to do on that front. Pirates and smugglers, apostates and cold traders, deserters and outlaws. Every one of them warrants attention. Incendiary cracks a net that must have gone stiff after so many hours of reading. Then she picks up another sheet. Everywhere you look, servants are buckling under heavy strains of new densifications, warrants, and other documents. What makes you think you're entitled to govern as you see fit? Chuckle and point at the hapless assassin force. I can tell you're quite popular with the locals. This attempt was mediocre and far from the first, but my enforcers on my throne keep me safe. Its refractor field is impervious that even to tank shells. That thief Takara had them sacred Durstian relics stashed in one of his storehouses. Where is the Lord Inquisitor? In the Liege's chambers, coordinating the Expanse's defense. His attention is focused on matters of vital importance, and he is not seeing any supplicants. The soldiers wearing the inquisitorial armor echoes Incendiaro's words. Your lordship cannot see the Lord Inquisitor now. However, we beg to inform your lordship that he will summon you later when the circumstances permit him to do so. We shall see whether Footfall will thank the Emperor for your reign. In due time, I will weed out all of the taint that has bred here on Footfall for so long, and then pious fear, loyalty, and devotion will once again become the pillar of this station, under his watchful eye. Enough words. Your accused await, and so do my duties. Wait, you have a duty to the Emperor that you must see to. Vladimir Torkara, the deplorable rebel who once ruled this station, has slipped away from me. He is instigating the people to revolt, killing my servants and hiding from my wrath with the dexterity of a void rat. My informers claim he often appears in the den of unrest that bears the irrelevant name of the Adeptus Amescurus. We have made several attempts to arrest him, yet he evaded capture every time. Reverend Hieronymus has gone there to convince him to surrender quietly, but his efforts have likewise been unsuccessful. In the interest of Footfall's integrity, Torkara must be apprehended. As the rogue trader in authority, I order you to aid me in bringing him to justice. No, you don't have the ability to order me. You have control over this bit, but we're equal in rogue trader rank. The asteroid where the Adeptus Amicus is located has been cordoned off, but my enforcers will take you there. I want you to lure Torkara out of his hole and seize him, so that he may stand trial. Do this for the sake of Footfall's liberation and pave the road that my justice will tread. You pronounced Vladem a criminal? Why wouldn't I? That vile rogue's infamy is known to all. He patronized thieves, smugglers, and pirates. By his allowance, heresies and unholy cults flourished. Then he evaded punishment this long can only be described as gross negligence, which I intend to rectify before long. Why did he go to Adeptus Amicus? Reverend Hieronymus headed where the rebels are seen the most often, so he could preach to them and sway them to repent. Alas, he still cannot see the difference between those who have erred and those who are beyond any hope of redemption. Yeah, I'll lie. Your corruption will take your cooperation will be taken into account, Wilbur. But remember, Incendiary's eyes flashed manically. None of the rebel leaders are allowed to die before their trial. I forbid you to execute them without my leave. Yeah, that's definitely that's definitely something I'm gonna do.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Because obviously what you say is hugely something I care about.
Hey, old man, are your joints playing up? You're walking funny.
Fear not, Mistress Haydari. I am feeling perfectly well.
Right, I
guess
don't
you
know where to
appreciate
go
your
to get to that, if I'm being completely honest. Do I have to leave and then go into the void ship and go to an asteroid? Or is the logic that the asteroid is connected in some capacity? I think we have to leave. I don't think... I thought we'd be going to that bar that is in the shadow quarters. I don't think it is. Okay. Yeah, I'll collect them all. Yes, this. The Martyr's Endurance. You're going to stumble upon rumors from time to time. Whether to check their credibility or leave them be, the decision is yours. I haven't looked at a single one of those, by the way. I do wonder if, like, I've unintentionally done some of them, but that's like a whole part of this game that I've kind of not ignored, but haven't seen the use in doing. Like, let me have a look at them. Yeah, I wouldn't know how to use these. Even if I was
Keep your wits about you.
Arms. Wait, it's his lordship. Oh, nice. They actually consider me a friend? Question mark? I'm an enforcer of House... Ugh. Dead. What's down here? Is that the sewer? Doesn't tell me. We're gonna go check that. Because if I can go into the sewer... Yeah, that looks like the sewer. So we'll go in here. We'll have to sneakily put, like, sleeping gas somewhere. I don't know how you stealth in this game, though. Can you stealth in this game? Please move it. Let me move. Thank you. Welcome to the kingdom of thieves, killers, and smugglers, Shireen. All the finest goods and footfall. Every last one of them has passed through these tunnels. Jay throws up her arms in a theatrical display of reverence. The Eldar examines the filthy walls and the mounds of refuge. The finest goods and footfall? Does that make this place some sort of Monkai trading hall? Really? You cannot tell from the Eldar's tone whether she is speaking in jest or genuinely confused. I was actually trying to bring a little levity. I wasn't seriously describing... As I said before, Falco's jackals are patrolling every nook and cranny of this Azir-cursed place. See those scumbags over there? We need to avoid them and not draw attention to ourselves, or else we might as well dump a pile of rocks shit all over our plans. But now we are going to follow the plan. If you allow me, Shireen, I will refresh your memory. Avoiding the patrolling scum, we reach the sewer canal and follow it to the east, almost until the very end. We connect the gas cylinder to the special intake, ironically enough, was previously used for cleansing air. Then, we need to turn the valves in a few spots so that the gas reaches the correct chamber. I wish I knew exactly where the Ashmag was holed up. To skulk the shadows, to hide from battle, these things are beneath his warriors. But for the sake of saving the innocent, I will dim the flame in my soul that urges me to charge openly at the enemy ranks. So we need to go forward, then there is an enemy here. Okay, I'm going to immediately save. This is a stealth section, and I don't think that nearing the end of a stream, I want to start a stealth section, if I'm being completely honest. So I think we'll call it there. and we'll do more of this either next Wednesday or maybe on a surprise stream if I have some time. We've got a long weekend coming up over here, and so I will have some more time, but there's also things I have to do in the long weekend, so we'll see. Anyway, I hope you had fun. I've had a lot of fun with this, and I'm interested to see if like there's going to be another side where Vladimir is going to be like, no, she's definitely corrupted by something, and the Inquisitor just can't see it because he's working on something else at the moment. Because you don't eat the brains of criminals and just act like that's normal, because that's not normal at the end of the day, is it? It's just not a normal thing to do. So we'll see. I'll be interested to see what this other side of the conversation is, but we'll see that next time. Bye 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 bye.